This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors: Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You, Centro Event Space, Kappa Austin, Santiago Paint and Home Improvements, Bush's Chicken, JT Reisdorf State Farm, and Watkins Insurance. Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team.
This is pizza with a heart, baked in a restaurant with a soul, where the grit of Detroit meets the innovation of Austin. Sometimes pizza's just pizza, but at Via 313, it runs way deeper than that. Built right to the last bite. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Moving soon? Let Austex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Austex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Austex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors: Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You, Centro Event Space, Cuppa Austin, Santiago Paint and Home Improvements, Bush's Chicken, JT Reisdorf State Farm, and Watkins Insurance.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
From the Via 313 press box, high above Dragon Stadium in Round Rock, Texas, this is Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel, bringing you tonight's second game of the doubleheader as your Round Rock freshman Maroon takes on the McNeil Mavericks. It is a warm night here in Round Rock, Texas. Temperatures sitting at about 89. The heat index is still about 99 degrees. We're on turf. The sun was shining all day, now behind clouds, but that turf is emanating a lot of heat. Mm-hmm. It's a good 8 to 10 degrees warmer on that playing surface. But we'll get ready here for the coin flip. This is Bob Slocum with Game Time Broadcasting, along with former Dragon baseball and football player Hank Oppel.
Yeah, thanks for letting me on here, Bob.
Well, thanks for coming on. We need somebody to carry my dead weight. So tomorrow we'll have the call. So if you're listening now, click that subscribe button. You'll see the other games that we do. We do every varsity game, home, Thursday night sub-varsity games. I also live stream Walsh Middle School 7th grade A games just because I'm out there watching my son play. Yeah. So subscribe, like our channel. Any names, we are going off the official Round Rock Dragon Football 2025 season guide book, if you would. They do not always have the numbers and they're not always accurate. So please jump in the chat. Let us know if we make any mistakes. We apologize in advance if we pronounce any names wrong. There are some with jersey swaps or things that happen that we may not have a player's name. We had about 5 players in the last game whose names were not on this roster that we have. So please jump in the chat. Let us know the names. We apologize in advance. These young men put a lot of work in, a lot of sweat, a lot of hours. It's nice to hear their names called when they do something good and hear it called accurately. So, Hank, just 2 years ago, you were on this playing field playing yourself. Now you're here calling the games.
Yep, never expected myself to be here, to be honest. But here I am, ready to commentate and give these boys the props they deserve when they make good plays.
I can tell you when I was coaching you many years ago, I never thought I'd be sitting beside you calling a game, but you're always one of my favorites. So Hank brings a lot of insights here, right? Cody Moore is building year 3, building a great culture, building an outstanding program here. Does bring with him, was a college 4-year player, 4-year starter at TCU for the great Gary Patterson. Cody Moore bringing their 4-2-5 defense. You kind of hit on this last week. It's kind of exciting with him where he knows every single player, defensively especially, where they need to be, what they're supposed to be doing. You got number 2 and number 1 back deep. It's number 1 on the bottom of the screen. Looks like Ryan Gingrich and Joel Ontiveros. Ontiveros, that name is a legend here at the school. One of the best baseball players to ever come through. The very sad, the late, great Jeff Ontiveros. That's a squib kick, and immediately falling on wisely. It looks like it's going to be number 18 for the Dragons, who quickly covers it up, Jackson Walker. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Dragons. They're going to set this one up at the 37-yard line.
Jackson Walker had an older brother that played here last year, Aiden Walker, who's now playing defensive back for the University of Nevada.
I did not realize that.
Mm-hmm. He's also a baseball player.
You got number 6 on the bottom, 2 in the slot for the Dragons. Drew Lombardo out on the field. Handoff up the middle, blown dead immediately.
Probably expect a false start here.
And again, I do not have a number 3 on this roster. So if you're listening, please jump in the chat. Let us know who number 3 on this freshman Maroon team is. I do know Lombardo, Crew Lombardo on the bottom. Joel Ontiveros is in the slot. Low snap, given to 3 up the middle, spins through a couple of tackles, and it's going to take a good 4 to 5 Mavericks to take him down to the ground.
Looks like it'll be about 2nd and 14 here for the Dragons. Just can't get anything started up front. We got Coach Sauce down here calling the plays. Also an assistant baseball coach.
One of the kids' favorites.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
He played some college baseball for a while as well. I know that. Play action. Quick dump off. He's hit immediately at the 39. 44 with the reception for the Dragons. That'll be Camden Lewis. That's a young man spent a lot of time at my house.
The quarterback, I believe that is Connor McKenzie.
You know, it is a lot of fun. I know you've played with, well, I guess this is a freshman, so you played more with their older brothers, for those who have older brothers. For me, I've either coached or had one of my boys hang out or be friends with and watch these kids grow up. It's the fun side of doing this. Yeah. Play action. Quick throw out 14. Great catch.
It looks like he took the ball away.
The throw was low and behind him. 14 made a great catch, but number 14 for the Mavericks strips it away. And that turnover will give it a 1st and 10 from the long side of the 50. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45 for the Mavericks.
You don't see that very often right there. That's a very weird interception. Just got to hold on to the ball better right there.
Yeah, but I mean, is it Aiden Ehlers make the catch? It was a great catch.
I'll say it was a great catch.
One-handed off the shoestrings.
He just got hit at the right time, and he didn't have full control of the ball right there. I mean, that's just kind of one of those freak plays.
First quarter action brought to you by Dr. Marco Uribe at Austin, OBGYN and fertility specialist. Snap 12, gets it out over the head of number 1. It's going to be scooped up, but no, they're going to blow that dead, and it is the right call in my opinion. It was a forward pass, but very wise by number 19 to scoop it up. Because you're talking literally a yard. If that ball's a couple inches to a yard behind, then that's a backwards pass. That's a fumble. We don't have a roster here. So it's 16 with the carry, and it was 33.
It'll be Tanner Olson tackle right there. That's probably going to be a tackle for loss right there.
That's going to bring up, loss of 2. 3rd and 12 now on the play. Snap, pass all the way, under pressure. 91 gave chase. 12 rolling out of the pocket. One man to beat. Oh, and he steps up with a big hit.
He's met my number 2 and 84. That'll be Joel Ontiveros, and LaCameron McCroy.
That was a big open field tackle. Tavares, I think, was the first one in on the action. Slowed him up.
So it looks like McNeil's going to come out in a punt formation with number 2 to return, Joel Ontiveros. Let's see if he can make something happen here for the Dragons.
It's a squib kick across the 35 to the 20. That's a beautiful roll out of bounds at about the 11-yard line.
Took some very McNeil-friendly bounces right there. And the Dragon offense will take over.
I'm going to take a little bit of a look. Sorry for the dead air time. I really want to find who this number 3 is, if any of the other rosters I have. Yeah, see, on this one, I have number 3 is Joel Tavares. On the other one, we have number 2, and I don't have a 2 on the other one, so I don't have any rosters.
No accurate rosters right now, so forgive us if we call somebody the wrong name. There's a carry by number 3. I think that's Landon Cayley. I believe it is. On our rosters, he's number 4, but only number close enough that is listed as a running back. So I'm going to guess his name is Landon. It's about a 9-yard run for Landon.
We're going to go with Landon.
He hits off the outside, tackled in the backfield right there. Got hit. It looked like he got hit when he first received the football. Kept going, tried to make some out of it, but ends up with a tackle for loss, or about a loss about 2 or 3 yards right there. This McNeil defensive line is wreaking some havoc right now on our offense. I want to see how we respond. We're going to go empty backfield. No running backs. Got 5 receivers.
Quick pass. Oh, Tavares makes the catch. It was through Camden Lewis. A little behind Lewis.
Hit off his hands. Tip drill right there. Number 2, Joel, just comes back down with it. Gets some yards for the Dragons.
Now, you think it's Joel or Joel? I'd say Joel.
Yeah, we can go with Joel.
I'm going to say Joel. My father's name is Noel, N-O-E-L.
Billy Joel.
But anyway, Tavares with a beautiful catch.
Landon's back in the backfield.
Play action. Flips it out to Camden Lewis. Great catch. Turns it upfield across the 45, the 35 to the 36-yard line.
For a gain about 5 yards right there.
Camden Lewis active in tonight's game plan.
We've got 2 running backs in the backfield right here. Motioned out for
quick pass to Tavares. Breaks through 1 tackle. Takes 2 more to get him down. He's going to be 1 yard shy. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 40-yard line. So Connor McKenzie, the quarterback.
He's making the right reads right now. I'm very impressed with his eyes. Offensive line seems to be holding their ground very well. They've seemed like we're now in a rhythm. We've gotten our hits out. We finally we're playing football now. Oh, so we've got 2 running backs to the same side here. So we're going to run some quarterback power.
McKenzie keeps it for the 1st down. I like the play call. Picks up 5. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line for the Dragons.
I like that play call right there. You got 2 running backs just going out to lead block for your quarterback. and they get the yardage they need. What else could you want?
Lombardo on the top of your screen. On Tavares in the slot. McKenzie keeping it. It's got a running lane. Stiff arms through one. Finally driven out of bounds, but not before a run of 9 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Dragons.
That looked like an old school option play right there. Just having the running back fall and tail you.
Well, this is one of the things, and I go to the offensive coordinator, Tenney. I really like what I'm seeing with him. Is RPO is a series of plays. Mm-hmm. It's not the playbook, right? And he is using so much diversity here. Last week, if I'm Vista Ridge, I'm stacked. I told Coach Moore, I'm putting 8 in the box.
Yeah.
And they would have, Dylan Yeager would have shredded them.
Mm-hmm.
McKenzie out of the shotgun, looks left, comes back to his right, eyes down the field. That's a perfect throw. Number 6 on the reception.
Crew Lombardo. Good job coming back to the ball on that route and holding on to the ball through contact.
Now that was a big gain for Lombardo. McKenzie to Lombardo. Lombardo is also a heck of a baseball player. You'll hear his name in the spring for sure. Mm. McKenzie's hit immediately. The handoff gets through, and number 3 fighting for his life.
I see a flag on the field. I think they're going to call offsides here. He seemed to jump that.
Yep, there's your signal. There's your signal from the head linesman, line judge. If you look at the officials on the sideline, the one where the chains, that's your head linesman. Your line judge is on the home side, away from the chain. Those are the ones, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They're looking for false start from the offensive line. They're looking, ensuring you've got enough men up on the line of scrimmage. They're looking at front point of game. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that you're going to make a lot of offsides, false starts, or holding penalties will come from those two. If it's the guy in the middle on the defensive side, that's an umpire, that's going to be a holding penalty every time. Handoff up the middle, fights his way for another yard. That's going to bring up about 3rd and 4.
It's going to be, I believe, a 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
It looks like we're just going to take the quarter here.
From the 26-yard line, and we will be back after this. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Moving soon? Let Austex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Austex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Austex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. Here, 313 booth, high above Dragons Stadium in Round Rock, Texas. This is Bob Slocum and Hank Oppel on the call tonight as we move into the second quarter, brought to you by Austex Moving. Special thanks to Jim Clark and Austex Moving.
We're locked here at 0-0, Dragons and Mavs. Dragons are threatening near the red zone. Right now we're at 2nd and 4.
Handoff up the middle. Oh, he finds a seam. He makes a couple of cuts, and he's going to fight his way with a big reach. That should be a touchdown, and it is. I believe it's Landon Cayley. Again, we do not have number 3 on our roster. That's the closest number. That's at running back. But what an outstanding night for the young man. And a great run. Finds a seam, couple of juke moves, and wise enough to sense the end zone to kind of reach out and just stick the ball over the goal line for a Dragons touchdown.
Now Dragons will send out the field goal crew. That one is good. It'll make it 7-0 Dragons at the beginning of the second quarter.
This is pizza with a heart, baked in a restaurant with a soul, where the grit of Detroit meets the innovation of Austin. Sometimes pizza's just pizza, but at Via 313, it runs way deeper than that. Built right to the last bite. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
The Dragons will now kick off to McNeil. 7-0 Dragons at the start of the second quarter.
It was 33-0 last game as the freshmen all over this McNeil team. Kickoff's on its way. Fielded at the 5. A beautiful kick. Across the 10 to the 20. Jake's a tackle. Across the 30. Finally taken down.
At around the 32-yard line right there. Good return for McNeil. We'll see how this Dragon defense responds.
Second quarter, 9 minutes, 25 seconds left. Dragons leading this one, 7-0.
And out comes the McNeil offense.
McNeil pretty big up front. Again, we do not have rosters for this team, so we apologize. We'll go with numbers. Number 12 at quarterback. It's going to be a quarterback keeper all the way, and what a play, number 33.
Tanner Olson right there.
Tanner Olson sniffed that one out.
Split the gap perfectly, came through and executed a tackle.
5-yard loss will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. Strong defensive line. Camden Lewis anchoring the bottom left tackle.
Going to drop back. And the pass intercepted by number 2.
Oscar across the 20 to the 10. Across, touchdown. That'll be a pick 6 for the Dragons.
What can he not do, Bob? What can he not do?
He's been outstanding. It's got to be the name. It's got to be the name.
And
that'll put the Dragons up 13-0.
Sending out the field goal crew.
That's another thing, Hank. I don't remember seeing this many teams with good kickers. Irizarry on varsity. All the way down. I mean, last week we had both JV teams. Both of them had strong kickers. I mean, they easily 35, 40 yards out, drilling them.
I think Coach is getting more into the soccer program. He's starting to pull some more kids over here and kick.
And that one splits the upright. That'll make it 14-0. All Dragons all night. One other score that was sent in to me, who texted over to me, I should say, JV Maroon, who's playing at McNeil Stadium tonight, and they're up 28-0.
Oh, good job, JV Maroon.
So JV Maroon up 28-0. The freshman white team won the first game earlier this evening, 33-0, and now we've got the freshman Maroon team leading 14-0.
Wow.
Well, the most important one is tomorrow night, a big game after a tough 0-3 start to the season. So you've played for Coach Moore. What's it like? I will say I was very impressed with him. In my meeting with him, just still upbeat, finding the positive, finding the coaching opportunities. You're a man who's been in the locker room with him through the ups and downs. Number 12, back to kick for Zayden Ahmed.
Yeah, Coach Moore. I mean, I was a part of the 0-3 team to start out the year, and the first thing he tells us is I think he coached at Alito at one point, or it was somewhere in Dallas. He had an 0-3 team at one point, and they ended up making the state semifinals.
Yeah.
So he told us that starting 0-3 is it's not what we wanted, but we can definitely come back from it. It's one season out of 4 you have to play in a football season.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can just pick it up from here, I think we'll be fine.
I think that's a great point, right? So it was game 1 of the district season, if you would, right? So still a lot of district games to play, and a big one tomorrow night here at Dragon Stadium. We'll be kicked off at 4:30 with a tailgate party. And my understanding is this one will be bigger than last tailgate party 2 weeks ago. So we will be having coffee with coaches. We also invite you to come out to Lamppost Coffee tomorrow morning at 7:30. And I understand, Hank, one of the people, you're going to give me some good questions to fire at one of our guests that we're going to have on the show for us tomorrow.
Yeah, Jack Oppel, the quarterback, my younger brother. Knowing him, he's going to answer you with very vague statements. It's going to be a bunch of yeah-uhs. Oh, 16.
16 kicks it outside. Oh, and he's finally wrestled out of bounds. He found the corner, beat a couple of guys, and it's going to be 33 for the Dragons on the tackle, Tanner Olson.
Tanner Olson's been all over the field tonight. We're not even halfway through the second quarter. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing from him. And here's McNeil in that heavy package.
Handoff goes to one, and that is sniffed out immediately, and it's no surprise there. 33 Olson. Tanner Olson with the tackle for a loss. Officially, they're going to mark it at a 5-yard loss. That's going to bring up...
Should be 2nd and 15.
I paused for a second because they're flipping that the down marker like it was a merry-go-round.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I went to the Texas Longhorn game last week, and it's all digital.
Yeah,
controlled in the
all
booth
digital.
now. It's not even controlled on the field. Quick pass out to the flat, and he's pulled down. That's a potential horse collar. It's not called. Maybe he didn't. I didn't see it that closely, but the way he whipped back, it was Tanner Olson immediately closed the gap after a gain of a yard. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 14 for the Mavericks. '84 in motion for McNeil. Pass looking left. Ball is up on a go route. Oh, and it was number 7, almost with the interception. Rico Segovia with the great coverage. Got one hand on it, not able to pull it in.
Great coverage right there, step for step. Didn't let him get outside of him. Kept his eyes where they needed to be, and just sometimes you don't come down with him, and that's okay. I bet he wishes he had that one back, though.
Absolutely. Quarterback telegraphed that pass, locked and loaded from the snap, looked left, never took his eyes off that wide receiver. Looked for the same play. You got number 1 on top of your screen. Back to pass, looking right, locked right. Ball is up to 14. And Tavares, last second, gets his hands in and punches it out. Great defense by Joel Ontiveros. He's been all over it tonight, offense and defense.
They tried running that scissor route, and it almost got him, but luckily he was able to turn around fast enough and knock that ball loose.
You know, we talk about a defensive-minded, head coach who runs the program, and Coach Cody Moore. He's standing on the sideline at the 50-yard line right now. So kind of exciting for him to, someone like Ontiveros, Olsen, Tanner Olsen, Camden Lewis. These young men are making big plays, offense and defensively. It's got to be good to look over and see the big boss on the sideline.
Yeah, especially.
Coach Moore is definitely loved in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
You bring 4 years starting at TCU, D1 experience with you. You're going to have a lot of respect from these young men. Low snap, handoff given, met immediately in the backfield, spins out of it. Holy cow, Ontiveros crossed the 50, shoved out of bounds.
That's Landon Cayley right there on the run, we believe.
Sorry, we do not have a name for number 3. We do have somebody checking the chat. And if you know number 3, we believe that might be in the roster. It shows us number 4, Landon Cayley. But if you know the name of number 3 here on this JV Maroon team, please put it in the chat for us. Also, if you're listening, please click to subscribe and like. We will be recording all home Thursday night sub-varsity games, as well as your Friday night varsity games free of charge. Handoff goes to 19. Stiff arms through one tackle. Finally taken down after a pickup of 3. 19 on the carry. A.J. Flores.
Good job keeping his feet moving through the first contact with a stiff arm. Got a little tripped up. I bet you if he doesn't get tripped up, he might hit the edge there and take it all away. He had that stumble. Allowed time for that DB to really close space and make a good tackle.
McKenzie still in at quarterback. Handoff up the middle. And he's going to barrel his way for 3. It'll be 19 once again on the carry, Flores. That's one of the things I've been impressed. We see it with Brady Cochran and Suedes on the varsity, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing it here in the freshman Maroon where yards after contact, right? Yak, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing these young men get hit, keep their legs driving.
And just keep going.
McKenzie on the keeper there. He's going to rumble his way for about 4. That's going to bring down a 4th and 1, a very manageable one from the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're sending out some defensive linemen. It's going to be a heavy package right here.
Yeah, 44 enters the game. That's Camden Lewis. Has been in that slot, kind of a tight end / slot receiver. He's seen the ball a lot. Already has 4 receptions on the night. Got number 14 on the bottom of the screen. $18 on top. 2 tight end package here. Handoff goes up the middle, and 19 is going to fight his way for a yard. That should be a first down. If we go off the spot from the line judge on the bottom of the screen, and we are, that will be just enough for a first down. Excellent run by A.J. Flores.
I think they gave it to McNeil.
That was not a good spot. If we had our instant replay machine, we'd be able to rewind and play that. That was not a good spot.
They honestly should bring out the change for this one.
Yes, you're right, Hank, but they marked this very poorly.
It looks like it was marked a yard short.
His legs were driving, and he fell across. He made it. They're putting it at about the 37.5. He reached the 37-yard line.
Yeah.
That's what he needed for the first down. If we had a replay machine, we would easily pick that one up. Number 12 out of the shotgun. 13 comes in. It's going to line up to the quarterback's right on the bottom of your screen. Snap, handoff. Here comes a reverse, and it's sniffed out.
And it's fumbled. And I think Round Rock gets on top of it.
They do. 31 and 84. with the contact, and 19, Flores with the recovery.
There's a great saying, when stuff doesn't go your way, ball don't lie. The ball does not lie. Should have got that first down, didn't give it to us. We'll go take it back ourselves. That's
Cameron
fine.
McCroy causes the fumble, and 19, A.J. Flores with the recovery. It's amazing how that works, isn't it, Hank?
It's amazing. There was an announcer who, on big plays like that, remember one time this corner lit up this guy in the backfield and they got the fumble and returned it, and he was like, "You got a barbecue back there and you didn't invite me? You got a barbecue back there?"
That's right. You listen to the Friday night games, I drop a couple holy cow. Tell me you grew up in New York listening to WPIX and Phil Rizzuto without telling me you grew up in New York listening to Phil Rizzuto. McKenzie with the handoff.
Good cut by number 3, Landon.
Landon with a great cutback. He's got an open field, 5. Touchdown, Dragons. Landon Cayley with a couple of juke moves.
Sorting through the trash out there.
And he takes that one in from the 38-yard line.
I mean, this Round Rock offense is doing a great job of just getting the ball in the hand of their playmakers, and they're making plays. They're doing what they need to do to win.
Second quarter brought to you by Austex Moving. And our touchdown sponsor, that's a River Rock Landscapes touchdown. That kick splits the upright, plenty of leg. I mean, he can go 40 yards out with that kick.
I think they're unclear whether he got through. I really don't know if he made it or not. So, no signal from the referees yet. I saw the ball disappear, and I saw yellow. Oh, they're going to call.
They're going to say no, so make it 20-0 Dragons. It's a tough one, right? Friday nights, you're going to have one official under each post.
Yeah.
Tonight, you have one, and he's got to guess, did it make it through here?
Mm-hmm.
That touchdown brought to you by River Rock Landscaping.
We got about a minute 45 here left in the half.
And it looks like it's number 12, Zayden Ahmed, back to kick for the Dragons.
And they're going to...
Little squib kick right out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That'll draw a penalty flag. And McNeil will have a minute, 45 seconds left to operate in the half. And it's been all Dragons all night, 20-0.
McNeil's had their chances, but this Dragon defense just hasn't broken yet. They bend, but they don't break.
And a final score in from Mustang Stadium. Your Dragons, JV Maroon, 41-0 over McNeil. Earlier tonight, it was the Round Rock freshman white team, 33-0 over the Mavericks.
So tonight we're looking for the clean sweep.
And this one is all Round Rock freshman Maroon, 20-0. Going with the double tight end set again. Snap to number 1. Kicks it around the left end. He finds a seam. Hurdles a guy. Cost of 50. He's off to the races. Down to the 20. An outstanding job by number 19, A.J. Flores. Runs him down, but not after a huge run. Finally takes him out of bounds at the 17-yard line for a 1st and 10 for McNeil, and they're going to hurry it up to the line of scrimmage. Number 1, running back, it was a direct snap to him.
So we got 2 running backs in the backfield and 2 tight end set as well. And they're going to hand it right back off to number 1.
And he's got some blockers ahead of him. Taken down.
Looks like Tanner got a hand on him, just couldn't bring him down.
Tanner got a hand on him, and once again, Joel Ontiveros with the tackle. We've got a minute 3, minute 2. Clock is running in the half. That's going to bring up a second down and about 8 for the Mavericks.
Clock is still running here. We're about to pass 50 seconds here.
Snap underway. Quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's got a seam, and he's going to find the corner for a McNeil touchdown. McNeil gets on the board with 40 seconds left. Looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field.
Number 1 back in, I think. Looks like he's going to be in the backfield.
Number 1 and number 16. Again, we do not have rosters for the freshmen.
They're sending out number 1 in the slot. Hand off to number 16 with a lead blocker. Ooh, did he get in? I haven't seen. Don't think he did.
No.
Denied.
I don't even have a number on that. It was a pack of Dragons taking them down. And with 40 seconds left, Dragons leading this one 20-6. And we'll be back in a minute. Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
The Via 313 booth high above Dragons Stadium with Game Time Broadcasting. This is Bob Slocum and Hank Oppel. We've got 40 seconds left in the first half. Dragons 20, McNeil 6.
Dragons right here looking for the returners to give them a good field position to maybe even kick a field goal.
Of course, Joel Ontiveros on the bottom of the screen. It'll be number 7, Rico Segovia, the other deep man for the Dragons. And it's a squib kick picked up on the 35-yard line. And he's going to, number 1's going to barrel his way through a tackle.
Ryan Gingrich.
Good run by Gingrich.
Dragons are in really good field position right here on the other side of the 50. See where they're going to mark them at, the 43-yard line.
You know, you think about game of possession, right, where you start your drives. And both games we've seen tonight for both freshman teams, we've been on our side of the 50, like the short side of the 50. I haven't seen, I don't even know. McNeil did get down inside the goal line and our defense tightened up. They did punch it in for the touchdown, but other than that one drive, they really haven't been over the 50 very much at all. McKenzie's still in at quarterback. And it's number 3. We believe that's Landon Cayley. In the backfield, low snap. McKenzie picks it up under pressure. Eyes downfield, gets it off. And that looks like number 6, Crew Lombardo with the catch. Picks up about 15 on the reception.
The Dragons are going to go here and go ahead and call a timeout here with 24 seconds left in the half.
Crew Lombardo, very strong pitcher, middle infielder. Plays a lot of shortstop. Able to haul that one in.
Yeah, that was a good throw right there by
McKenzie.
McKenzie right there, rolling out to the left as a right-handed quarterback. That throw is always going to be pretty difficult. Got his shoulders around, got his feet around, and made a good throw.
He had a defensive lineman chasing him. And, I just love the poise of these kids, right? I mean, he's running. He's got a big lineman right behind him trying to run him down, and he's got his eyes down the field. You see so many of these quarterbacks, like the Michael Vick when he first hit the NFL, that they had to slow him down and say, you don't have to run every single play.
Yeah,
Keep your eyes. These kids are all, you see it from Jack Oppel on the varsity, all the way down here through some of the JV team and freshman players. Here on the freshman McKenzie, constantly keeping his eyes down the field. McKenzie rolling to his right, flicks that one out, and off the hands, I believe that's going to be 34.
Connor Minnick.
Connor Minnick had him open in the flat. Just not able to pull that one in.
Clock stops at 21 seconds here for the Dragons.
Number 31 entering the game for the Dragons. That's Luke Meyer, listed as a tight end. Brew Lombardo, definitely a receiver to watch on top of the screen. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line for the Dragons. 21 seconds. Trips to the right. Ball's out to Tavares. Catches it on the 28. Jukes the first. Jukes the second. Finally ran out of bounds.
At the 8-yard line, right? 8 or 9-yard line they got him at.
They're going to keep winding that clock. And that's good. They're going to burn a timeout, I believe, for the Dragons. He's saying to wind the clock. You kill the clock, you reset the chains, and then you'll restart it. So there's 12 seconds on the clock. I officiated for 8 years, Hank, and I'm still not crystal clear on why they don't stop the clock some of the times.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just if he goes out of bounds, regardless, the clock stops. But I guess maybe within 2 minutes.
Or they're saying forward progress, and I mean, that one he clearly ran. Watch Lombardo on the bottom. Quick shuffle to one. Kicks it around, and with lead blockers, that's going to be a touchdown, Dragons. And sorry, that was number 7. Rico Segovia set in motion with the jet sweep. Had lead blockers.
That was a great job by him following his lead blocker and not trying to cut it up and go into more people, but just following who you got to block for you.
And that touchdown brought to you by River Rock Landscapes, proud sponsor of your Dragon football, Dragon baseball, Dragon cheerleading. I'm probably missing 7 other sports. You see their banners all over the campus. Local, supporting the local athletes. Thank you to our touchdown sponsor, River Rock Landscapes.
And the 2-point is the end. They had number 31 in that quarterback. They ran a fake RPO sweep. He just took it into the end zone.
And Luke Meyer, listed as a tight end, takes the snap, runs it in for the 2-point conversion. And that's going to put your Dragons up 28, McNeil 6. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Got Round Rock here 28-6 with 6 seconds left to go on the half. I wonder if Round Rock's going to swib it right here or something to drain that clock faster. not give McNeil any chance to go down and get some points.
And the kick's on its way. It's going to be a fair catch. They're waving for the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. They're going to walk it up to the 9. It'll be 1st and 10 for McNeil with 6 seconds left.
What's that rule? Because number 1 waved it off, but 16, what if he would have caught that?
It's a fair catch.
Fair catch regardless?
It's a fair catch.
I thought it had to be called by the dude that was catching the ball. Because then what if 16 catches that and starts to run and we're like, what is a fair catch though, right? So I wonder what the rule is on that.
I will confirm, but I would say that you can't do it the fact he's right in front of him.
They'd just blow it dead at that point.
They're going to blow it dead. I'm actually I know he's officiating. I'm going to ping a couple of the officials I used to work with. Because it's what you're doing is it's safety. It's a safety play, and I'm fair catching. So if I do that, defenders are going to pull up. If the guy right behind them. Now, if I'm on the opposite side of the field, it's a different story. But I'll get confirmation on that. That's a great question. I also don't know why they brought it out to the 25-yard line. I don't know if there was a foul on the play. It didn't go out of bounds, didn't go into the end zone. Still 94 degrees at 7:27 p.m. on this Thursday night. We flip out to the left. Got a little bit of running room. He's going to run out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock. It's an 8-yard pickup on the catch. Now, Dragons in a prevent defense, going with 3 rushers. Dime package here. Actually, this is more of even prevent.
Yeah, this is a prevent package right here. You got about 4 or 5 dudes. They're just...
Back to pass, under pressure, 51 giving chase. Oh, you've got a couple of hits, and he's finally driven out of bounds, but he fumbles the ball. It rolls out of bounds. It's not going to matter.
Clock will expire here in the first half.
I saw 31. Luke Meyer was one who laid a big hit on him. But either way, we are done with the second quarter, folks. Dragons leading this one 28-6. Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today. And go Dragons. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a...
Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team. Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors: Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You, Centro Event Space, Kappa Austin, Santiago Paint and Home Improvements, Bush's Chicken, JT Reisdorf State Farm, and Watkins Insurance.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big. From the Via 313 press box, this is Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel, bringing to you the Round Rock Dragon freshman Maroon versus McNeil Mavericks. It's been all Dragons tonight, 28-6. Hank, how's it feel? Your second night in the booth. You're now an old veteran up here.
Wouldn't quite call myself a veteran. I'm still pretty green at this kind of thing, but it's nice. It's nice to be sitting in air conditioning and watching football. That's always a good thing to do.
From what, a good 40 feet above the bleachers, you'd say?
Yeah, around there.
Beautiful view of the tower. A field Hank Oppel was playing on 2 years ago. Still blows my mind.
Yeah, I have a lot of memories on this field. A lot of games played. A lot of everything. 4 years, this field was my life. So, and then the field right behind is the press box. That field was my life for about 4 years as well. So, a whole lot of memories here at Round Rock High School.
Generational, right? Mm-hmm. You're the son of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of dragons, Jason Hughes and Hughes Insurance Group, a former Round Rock Dragon himself and sponsor of this broadcast. It's people and alumni like him and Jim Clark of Arstex Moving that sponsor these broadcasts that enable us to bring you this game free of charge. And here we go. Kickoff, second half is on its way. That one's going to be fielded at the 10, cross the 20, looking for a seam, and he's quickly wrestled down to the ground. Number 15 and number 3.
That'll be Kevin Nieto Patterson and number 3, right?
Yes.
Landon Cayley.
And we're thinking it's Landon Cayley. We don't have a 3 on our roster, but we know Cayley is a running back. We know we don't see a 4 on the sideline. And he's been playing running back all night. He's had a heck of a game. Ontavaris, Camden Lewis, names that we've called Talon. Another one we've called Luke Meyer, Tanner Olson, names that we've called again and again tonight, offense and defensively. Number 12, still in quarterback. Single back to his right. Handoff up the middle. And he's quickly taken down to the ground. Number 51.
Cannon Riley, son of the defensive lines coach here, Coach Riley, who he also played at USC.
Think about the coaching pedigree. Started Cody Moore, TCU. John Carter, Texas Tech. Who else do we have here? O'Keefe?
O'Keefe went to USC.
Oh, that's a big pass down. He's wide open across the 30. 2010 touchdown, McNeil. What a beautiful pass on a go route. Number 1 for McNeil and the touchdown. And that one covered a lot of distance. They've been burnt several times this year. We've seen it on Friday night on that go route.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just when it comes to defensive backs especially, your eyes are in the wrong place. They're looking at the quarterback. They're looking at to see if they're handing the ball off or not. And by the time you realize, especially with a receiver that's athletic like that and can run, they're already behind you. So that there really is no catching up to do. Just got to hope and pray the quarterback makes a mistake, and that quarterback didn't. He made a really good throw.
Here we go. Handoff goes to 1. It's quickly snuffed out and taken down. It's number 31 with the tackle, Luke Meyer. And it's worth noting, I made the comment on varsity. Those were also 2 wide receivers with multiple D1 offers.
Division I offers. Those are some dudes out there playing. So
legit, and it was great coverage. It was face mask to face mask coverage.
I say sometimes you go up for the ball and you just don't get it sometimes, and that's how the game goes. You fail in football.
Join us tomorrow night. In tomorrow night's pregame, we cover that with Coach Moore in the coach's interview. I almost said Coach Carter. I'm used to doing baseball interviews with Coach Carter. With Coach Moore, and we talked about that, right? I mean, you're talking one play, and got to keep the kids focused and hungry. We started touching on this in the first half, Hank. Right, we have multiple seasons. You've got scrimmages, then you go into non-district play. Now we're in district play, right? You got to win now.
Yeah.
Right. So it doesn't matter. We're 0-3. We're 0-1. That's what really matters. But we're playing better football. I see the trajectory's headed in the right direction for the Dragons. Yeah. Number 7, number 2, back deep for Round Rock. Number 7, Rico Segovia. Yeah. That's a great name. My name's Paul. How boring is that? That's a great football name.
Yeah, back to the defensive backs on varsity. I think it's not a problem, but we've been pretty spoiled with defensive backs. I mean, you had Leonard Moore my senior year, who's playing at Notre Dame right now. He's a day 1 starter. Oh,
squib kick. That hit a Dragon who quickly is able to cover it up. Great job by number 29. Ball hit him. It was a short kick.
Kieran Hickman.
Great wise move to jump up and cover that ball.
Yeah, I mean, this group of defensive backs on varsity is all a brand new group.
Yeah, and speaking of Leonard Moore, sophomore, class of 2024, the number 1 ranked corner in college football right now.
I mean,
I just saw the stats from this last weekend, the passes defend, number of times they threw at him. And they're not throwing at his side very much.
Oh, the one time A&M did, he picked him off.
He's going to have, I'm very careful to say people are D1 talent. I'm going to go a full step further. He's going to have a quarterback keeper up the middle.
Number 9.
Breaks a tackle. McKenzie across the 40.
He's got
Looks for
blockers.
the outside. Run out of bounds at the 35-yard line. We talk, I don't say D1 talent. He obviously was a D1 talent. I'm going to go out a step further. He's going to have a tough decision next year.
Yeah,
As he enters the NFL draft, because he's got first round all over.
Oh yeah, 100%.
After his junior year.
I mean,
So
he's
sophomore this year.
the highest graded corner that in college football, and that says something. I mean, he's a perfect height, speed. I mean, he's just your prototype corner that you want out there, who just locks people down.
Hey, speaking of program building a culture, look at the sideline right now. Coach Tenney just got back from coaching 2 games over at McNeil. Oh, that's a pet. Ooh, what a great run. Number 2, Antravaris. That'll be another Dragon first down. Coach Tenney just coached 2 games out at McNeil High School. And now he comes back and he's already on the sideline here.
I mean, that just shows character for our coaches and what they're teaching our kids is, I mean, being there for your team. If it's not your actual team, but being there for your brothers, because you're all a part of Dragon football.
McKenzie, quarterback. It's Kaylee in the pistol, right behind him. Handoff goes. Kaylee finds the outside. He's got a blocker in front of him.
Runs over his own blocker, keeps going.
And again, another 2 yards after contact, but that's a 12-yard pickup for Kaylee and another Dragon first down. This one inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It'll be a first and goal for the Dragons from the 7-yard line. Camden Lewis back in the game.
First and goal, Kaylee in the backfield and pistol.
In a fullback position for Lewis. Handoff goes Kaylee.
He pulls it.
Oh, great job. McKenzie keeps it around the right end. Touchdown. Dude, that was an outstanding fake. Both Kaylee tucked it down. I thought he had it the way he tucked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he got the right read and he took his shot, took his chance, and it worked out for him.
We talk about this a lot. It's execution, right? It's execute, execute, execute. John Gruden said it a lot more colorfully, but in a PG, family-friendly way, you got to execute.
Yeah.
Whereas Bill Belichick used to say, do your job.
So yeah, do your job.
Outstanding job. McKenzie on the keeper.
Well, right there, when he does that action right there, that's directly from Coach Tenney's play calling. Right there, you have that same play. It looks the same as 4 other plays we run, and you keep running those plays. All of a sudden, you pull it. That end has no idea what's going on, so he didn't think that was possible. So that was just a good play call right there. Really surprised the defense.
And that touchdown brought to you by River Rock Landscapes.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs
That'll make the
to
score
turf,
35 to
irrigation, and
12
outdoor
Dragons,
living spaces.
with
They turn
5:46
ordinary
left in the
into
third quarter.
oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back from the Via 313 booth high above Dragon Stadium. Hank Oppel, Bob Slocum on the call tonight. And it's been all Dragons, 35 to 12 over McNeil. And 12, that kick's going to go out of bounds. Went out of bounds about the 35. That'll draw the flag. Kicker is number 12, Zayden Ahmed. Also plays defensive back and wide receiver. That's a fun thing, too, with these freshmen. They all play offensive, defensive positions, right? You never know. Every boy's going to grow at a different time, at a different rate. We watch on Friday night, one of the stories I love, the right tackle, who's had an outstanding season so far, Carter Shields.
was a B team player, and that he worked his tail off. He's now not only is he starting right tackle in varsity, he's getting multiple D1 looks.
Yeah, that's a great inspiration story right there. Working hard. I mean, I feel like that's what this program's built upon, just working hard and doing what you can for the program, and it worked out pretty well for Mr. Shields.
You know, Dylan Yeager, I just watched a video. It was actually one of the hype videos the Booster Club put together, and he was being interviewed, and they asked him, like, you know, his answer was, I loved it. He goes, I go back to my training and all the training I do on the off season, right? That's one thing I don't think we talk enough, right? We talked about your brother, quarterback, right? Plays two sports. I don't think he even had a weekend off. I think his baseball season this summer ran over the start of football season.
Yeah, it did. But you got to keep kids like that busy, make sure they're doing the right things, and just having fun, being kids while they can.
Well, still back there, two running backs set back. Actually, sorry, it's going to be one direct snap.
They're gonna go ahead and blow it dead here. I don't know why.
That's usually a false start. (35-12). Dragons leading this one.
No flags.
So, you know, again, freshman football, they're going to have younger officials, right? You're kind of working, and they always have, there's a couple, I know you can tell the ones when they have the letters like the R on his back. Those are varsity caliber officials. Back to pass, coming our way, finds the outside, and great job closing. Looks like Crew Lombardo is in on there. Looks like number 32 was in on there. 32 is Michael Corbin. So what you do is you take some senior officials and you take some very younger, you know, green, newer officials, and you're working them in, right? So you're teaching them today. And the funny thing is, it's games like today, you'll have somebody scouting you in the stands you don't even know. You'll get a call saying, hey, by the way, you just got bumped up to a varsity game.
Oh, nice.
Back to pass. Under pressure, steps up. He's going to take off, cross the 35 to about the 38-yard line. That'll be enough for a McNeil first down. The clock is running. 3:46 here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group.
A lot of movement on this McNeil offense. It seems like we're having some miscommunication problems.
I mean, that's one of the challenges, right? When you have a lot of movement, a lot of shifts, a lot of different formations. Handoff up the middle. Patient 12 kicks it outside, finds the corner, and he's going to run through a few tackles before he's finally taken down after a pickup of 13 on the carry. I see 84 and 18 in on the tackle. 84, I know that's McCroy. (18), I believe, is Jackson Walker. Crew Lombardo, number 6 on the bottom, playing corner. The other one to watch is number 7 on the top of your screen, Rico Segovia.
Look like Dragon Defense calling some timeouts right here. We don't have 11 on the field. Trying to figure out the personnel.
I really hope these young men, they have some really cool names on this team. I hope they stick through the next 4 years. I definitely want to call their names on Friday nights.
We got a Knox, Crew, Rico.
I mean, they're just football names. all both games tonight, freshman white and freshman maroon. We haven't called out maybe some of the defensive linemen on sacks, but football is really a game in the trenches.
Mhm.
If you're able to win offensive line and defensive line, you're going to win football games. And we haven't called the names, but outstanding job both offensive and defensive line for both Dragons teams tonight. And with a 41-0 for JV Maroon, I'm assuming it was the same story over at McNeil.
And he
Quarterback caper. He's going to spin out of one tackle.
Going to get wrestled down by a group of Dragons over there. Don't know who made first contact in that group.
And that's going to be a pickup of 6. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 4 for McNeil. Reminds me a lot of the offense back when you played, the 2023, 2024, this McNeil team. Bigger quarterback who's a strong runner. A lot of the RPOs.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it looks like it's some of the same formations we've had. I played defense, so I really couldn't tell you much about our offense and what they did. But it looks kind of the same.
Back to pass. Ball's in the air.
Oh.
It is caught and immediately closed on. That's going to be a fumble. They're going to call it incomplete. Outstanding coverage by Crew Lombardo. He closed the gap. I mean, really stuck him good. Ball popped out. They're going to say he did not make the catch.
There is a flag on the play down in the backfield. They're going to call personal foul on
That's
the
a roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer.
Yeah, it comes from the backfield after a pass play. Majority of the time, it's either going to be a roughing the passer or a holding.
So that'll set up the McNeil Mavericks to like the 28-yard line.
16 in at running back. Number 1, definitely a play to watch on the very top. It's a quick out to the flat. Makes a juke. Makes another move. And number 1 with the reception, he's going to be run out of bounds. They're going to say I didn't think he made enough. No, it's going to be a 1 yard shy of the first down. 26 seconds left in the quarter. All Dragons on this one, 35-12. Pass bottom to the right, wide open, and that throw is just off the mark. There was a little confusion on the coverage there. Number 4 was wide open.
Quarterback's going to wish he had that one back. There was no corner over there to cover.
I didn't see if we had a blitz on or if he had picked up somebody inside. I mean, Crew's been shut down. Lombardo's been a shutdown corner all night on this side of the field. Number 1 in motion. Watch him on a go route.
They're going to hand off to 16. He's going to
dance his way across the 15 to the 10.
He's
got a blocker, and they're going to stand him up and take him down at the 9-yard line. Let's see what the flag is.
There's 2 flags on the field.
It was 2nd and 1. I wonder if it's a hold. In the middle of the field, we do get a lot of holding penalties, especially from that umpire, and it is. It's going to be offensive holding. So they'll bring it back, mark it off, and we're going to replay the down. And I stand corrected. It was, well, they have it at 3rd and 1. I thought it was 2nd and 1. They're going to replay the down. It's a 5-yard penalty. You'll replay the down. So they're going to mark it down. It's now It looks like it's 3rd down and 6, so it must have been 3rd and 1.
And we're going to go ahead and take the quarter here, and we're going to go into the fourth quarter. Dragons up 35-12.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313.
Hanley, the red zone guy, Scott Hanley. It's the witching hour, 4th quarter,
Oh, yeah.
where wins become losses and losses become wins. So Tank, talk to us a little bit, right? So the people listening are watching their kids. Some of them, it's their oldest, maybe grandkids, grandparents, people all around. Some of them are oldest, some of them are second childs, but we're talking freshmen. Now you're on the opposite side, right? I know you could have played college football. You had the ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're now on the post-football side. We all hang it up. We all put our pads on for the one last time. What's it like now? What was that transition? Was that tough for you the first year, not suiting up, not?
I mean, yeah, it's tough. I mean, you definitely do enjoy not waking up at 5:45 in the morning to go to practice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's you lose that notoriety and you lose that schedule you had, and it kind of gives you purpose. You get to go out there and you get to play a sport that you've played since you were 5 years old. And I mean, looking back at it now, I definitely enjoyed a lot of my time here. It was hard, but I had a lot of fun doing it. So being on this side and watching these guys grow and become better football players, that's a lot of fun as well. So,
I graduated, I was 156 pounds. It's 5'7", 156. I wasn't playing college. I went to a small, the ball's up. Got the receiver, touchdown McNeil. Great catch and no surprise. Number 1 on a go route. Had to wait up a little bit. Ball was slightly underthrow. Makes the catch. Accelerates out of it and dives into the end zone for another touchdown.
I kind of saw a little bit of a push off there, but I wasn't down on the field, so who knows? McNeil's going to keep their offense on the field here to try for a 2-point conversion.
35-18 right now. Yeah, so when I got done, I knew that I wasn't going to be playing football. But then I discovered rugby in college, which was even better. For me, when you're 5'7" and 156 pounds. Oh, quick slant. And looks like it was 84, just out of the reach. It was in and out of his hands on the slant. Great coverage. And they're able to jar the ball out of there. 35-18, still all Dragons tonight.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors: Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You.
And from the Via 313 broadcast booth with Game Time Broadcasting, Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel as we move into the fourth quarter, 9:02 left to play in this game. After the touchdown, McNeil closes the gap a little, 35-18. Sorry, we do not have rosters for McNeil, but number one, outstanding job tonight for McNeil. Again, they're going to play for the onside kick. Only one Dragon back deep. That looks like that's number one, Royce Gingrich.
Number 7 right there.
Number 7, sorry. He's going to pick it up at the 8, trying to find a corner. Comes across the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Great return by number 7, Rico Segovia. He's run out of bounds at the 40, picked it up at the 8. That's going to be a 32-yard return. $8:53 to play, 35-18.
We should see some new faces here on the offense with a little bit of a lead going in the fourth. We'll see what happens. Still got McKenzie here at quarterback.
On Tavares in the backfield. Up on Tavares. $19 with the carry off the left tackle, and he's going to be wrestled down to the ground. Or as my father would say, wrestled down by number 21. But it's 19, A.J. Flores with the carry.
And they're going to go ahead and give him a tackle for loss about a yard.
That'll bring up 2nd and 11. 8:30, 8:29, 28. Clock is running. Join us tomorrow as our Booster Club puts on our second Coffee with Coaches. Tomorrow morning, 7:30 at Lamppost Coffee. And then tomorrow afternoon, 4:30 tailgate party ahead of the Round Rock Dragons McNeil Mavericks game here at Dragon Stadium. Flores with the carry again. He really has nowhere to run. They sniff him out in the backfield for a yard loss. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. Nothing you can do when you get a handoff and you've already got 2 defenders in your face.
Especially if it's those big boys up front and you're not really escaping them.
What was the words of Bobby Boucher? I think you zigged, you should have zagged.
My mama said, whose ball is the devil?
Out of the pistol. Flores is the back. McKenzie keeps it under pressure. Eyes down. Puts it up. 14 with the catch. To the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And what a catch. And that's going to be a late hit out of bounds. But it's still an outstanding catch and run by Aiden Allers. And that's a big pickup. Was run out of bounds. Was a very late hit out of bounds. They're going to go half the distance to the goal line. That'll be a 1st and goal for the Dragons. It was 3rd and 12 on the play. Great play. Great play action by McKenzie.
Good improvisation by that receiver and both by McKenzie. That wasn't even where the play was supposed to go, but ended up working out for the Dragons.
And again, Coach Sauce calling the plays, but you do have the offensive coordinator for varsity who really runs all the offense at all levels here, Coach Tenney. McKenzie hands it off. Flores looking for the corner, and he finds it. Touchdown, Dragons. Great blocking, great patience That's another 6 points. That'll make it 41-18. All Dragons tonight. Number 9 holding. Kick by 12. And that is good. That was Connor McKenzie, the quarterback, with the hold. And Zayden Ahmed kicking duties tonight. Your Round Rock Dragons 42. McNeil Mavericks 18. That touchdown brought to you by River Rock Landscapes.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
Okay, so now that we are back from the Via 313 booth with Game Time Broadcasting, Bob Slocum here with Hank Oppel, and I think our camera and production, the head of production, just figured out we do have the roster because it's one big roster. That ball's fielded across the 20, 25 to the 30, and finally
dragged down around the 44-yard line. Number 1 for McNeil, Braden Norman.
and it's 15, Kevin Nieto Patterson. So if that's accurate, right, and this is just one big long roster, Jeremiah Harris is 13. Number 12, Jeremy Powell's had an outstanding game. They have him listed as tight end. I don't know if that's right, because he's listed as tight end linebacker here. Number 1 would be Braden Norman. And if that's the case, Braden Norman's had a great night tonight for the McNeil Mavericks. They've got, I don't think any of these guys, but I don't know. Could be William Miller, Mateo Ramirez Escamilla, or some of the quarterbacks listed on the roster. Back to pass, number 12, rolls to his right, directing traffic, puts it up.
Picked off by number 5.
Outstanding job, Knox Kaspersky. There it is. You called the name earlier. Knox with the interception. Great coverage.
And that'll give the Round Rock Dragons the ball. Let's see where they spot it. At the third 28-yard line. Yeah.
Dragons leading this one 42-18, 6:29 left to play. And if you're listening to us or watching us right now, click the subscribe button. We're going to bring you all sub-varsity games that are played here at Dragon Stadium on Thursday nights. And Friday nights, we will bring you home or away live, free on this channel, all the Round Rock Dragons varsity football games. Thanks to great sponsors like Jason Hughes and the Hughes Insurance Group, Austex Moving, River Rock Landscapes. Handoff up the middle.
And he gets met right at the line of scrimmage by number 23 for McNeil, Dante Macbeth. The refs are going to go ahead and mark that down for a 1-yard loss, making it 2nd and 11 for the Dragons.
See all 4 officials waving their arm to keep the clock rolling.
Yeah, the clock wasn't going for a second there.
Camden Lewis, I see, still in the game, as well as number 14, Aiden Allers, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that. Handoff and quickly wrestled down to the ground. It looks like it's going to be 15 with the tackle. It was number 32 for the Dragons on the carry. That's Michael Corbin. 34 coming in the game now, Connor Minnick.
It's going to be another tackle for loss, make it about 2nd and 14.
McKenzie keeps it, eyes down the field, flips it out to 34. He's driven out of bounds.
They get some decent yardage there. Looks like they're going to give him
about 30 to the 34-yard line. So that'll be about 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 4 from the 34-yard line.
Looks like they're keeping the offense out there.
Connor Minnick. We just called his name. Gets the catch on that play. Tavares and Crew still in the game. Lombardo on the top of the screen.
Oh,
That's going to be offsides defense. Free play. They take their shot.
Oh,
Just out of the reach. It's going to be number 6. Crew Lombardo, the intended receiver, just over his head. It was a free play. The left end jumped offsides. They'll mark it 5 yards, and that should be enough for a Dragon first down with 4:02, 4:01. They're not stopping the clock now to reset as your Dragons leading this one 42-18. So as I was saying, Hughes Insurance Group, Ostex Moving, Dr. Marco Uribe,
quarterback keeper on the right
McKenzie.
side. He's just going to keep going. And he's going to put his head down and try to get some more yards.
For a first down. He's going to take it to the 50-yard line. So Dr. Marco Uribe, Austin OBGYN and Fertility, and River Rock Landscapes, and of course our broadcast booth, that's a mouthful. Wow. The broadcast booth sponsor, Via 313 in Round Rock, Texas. Get your Detroit-style pizza. And come out tomorrow, join us for the tailgate at 4:30. Handoff up the middle, and that one is met immediately. Once again, 32 on the carry. Michael Corbin. He was hit as he got the handoff.
I think this offensive line, we got some new faces here on the offensive line. No quarterback change yet.
Let's see, 52 and 56 on the right side of the line. Quarterback's going to keep this one. I don't know if that was a broken play, but he quickly slides down at just shy of getting back to the line of scrimmage. I do see Elijah Hale, and it looks like Eli Brandt in the game.
Now we are within 2 minutes.
Roland Garcia on the left side of the line. Number 53 there. Looks like 62, Leonardo Masiolek. Try to get the center here. 65 is the center. James Ledford.
And the handoff, number 32.
Off the left tackle. He's going to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Ends up fighting his way for a pickup of 3. That's going to bring up a 4th and 9 from the 49-yard line. You said 34 on the carry?
32 on the carry.
32, Michael Corbin once again. Connor Minnick looks like he's been at the tight end fullback position. Interesting, you're seeing them put in a little bit of a fullback here. You know, their tight end playing them back.
Yeah, I mean, we use that here at Round Rock when I was here. We used that tight end a lot as a puller or an extra guard to come around the edge. Looks like we're gonna bleed the clock down to 30 seconds left on the clock. Round Rock will take the timeout.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And Hank, one of the things we didn't talk about, we will have an ad and away tomorrow night during the broadcast tomorrow night's game. Special thank you to the Booster Club. They have a big golf tournament that, part of building the culture here, bringing in alumni, coaches, a big upcoming golf tournament in October. There are still slots available if you check out the roundrockdragons.com. And tomorrow we'll have a QR code for anyone interested. I think Coach Moore has done a great job bringing in alumni, bringing in, building this culture. I'm really excited watching what he's got going on here. Kick is away. Catch is made at the 21. Trying to find a corner. Dragon's going to close that one quickly. Outstanding job, number 3. In on the coverage, and I think we mentioned earlier, we believe that's a Landon Cayley.
And so that's going to bleed the clock all the way down to 5 seconds. That'll be about enough for one more play for the Mavs.
So what do you do defensively? You just go prevent defense?
Yeah, you just prevent defense. They're going to try to get the ball into the hands of number 1. So
maybe move double. They just rolled it.
They decided to roll the clock there. Will be a Dragon win, 42-18 here over McNeil. Believe it's a clean sweep for the JV and freshman programs, isn't it?
Absolutely. I don't know the gray score. The white won earlier today, 33-0. Here for the Maroon, freshman Maroon won 42-18. And I know the JV Maroon. And again, JV Maroon is the team that's one call away. Like they're in class with varsity. And they rolled over the McNeil top JV team 41-0. So, but tomorrow night's, it's all on the line for tomorrow night. Meet us here. If you're up early, 7:30 at Lamppost Coffee House, or come out here 4:30 in the afternoon for the Dragons tailgate party. Special thanks to the boosters, to all of our sponsors, to Hank, who will be on the call with me for your first ever varsity in the booth. Mm-hmm. With that said, from the Via 313 booth, with Game Time Broadcasting, this is Bob Slocum and Hank Oppel. Have a great night.